If it's been a while since you used your griddle and it's looking poorly like this, stick around and we're going to show you how to restore this to where you'll get back to cooking and enjoying beautiful meals like this. Well, here's what we're starting with. This was under the lean-to of this building for about a year. I've already cleaned it up a little bit, but the main thing I want to document is bringing this cast iron griddle back to life. So we're going to begin with cleaning it up. I just vacuumed it, all the debris, most of it. I'm a little scared to raise this top off. I saw one the other day had a snake in it. But when I was cleaning underneath, I saw it looked like it might. Yep, got a bird's nest. That could definitely cause a fire, couldn't it? We'll let this warm up a little bit. It's starting to loosen up. We'll get all this cleaned off. It's already looking a lot better. It's getting down to the bare cast iron. We'll continue scraping this gunk off until we get to where we're happy with it, good and clean. And then we'll start putting seasoning on it and get a season built up. It takes some work, but just like a cast iron skillet, I mean, these things can be brought back to life and used. And me personally, I love cooking on these griddles. We got a little 2-burner that we have in the camper. We used that most of the year last year. But for some bigger meals here at home, this one is very handy. I love cooking on this thing. We're looking a lot better. A lot better than we were a little bit ago. Well, it's cooled off pretty good. Got these rust spots to address. I couldn't find any steel wool pads, so I'm gonna use a 180 grit sandpaper I'm not trying to scour into the cast iron. I just want to remove this rust. So I'm not going to go hard at all. I'm just trying to loosen this rust up. We don't want any rust in our food, do we? I'm not putting much pressure at all on this. Looks like it's working pretty good. I just want to get the rust off. Don't want to scour into the cast iron. It doesn't take much. It's really just some surface rust where this sat outside and dealt with some moisture. That's cast iron. The worst enemy is moisture. So you always want to keep a good season on it. We're getting there. That looks so much better. Getting close. Well, I'm tickled to death with how this is turning out. I wasn't sure that I'd be able to get it to a point where I'd feel comfortable cooking on it. But honestly and truly, I think it looks great. So we're gonna go ahead and start the seasoning process. I'm gonna use this flaxseed oil, and I do not have the burner on at all. The reason for that is I want to allow this flaxseed oil to really get in any porous areas, allow this cast iron to soak this up. So I'm gonna use a lint-free cloth. Another thing you can do is just use your hands. That cloth tries to soak up a lot of the oil itself. And when you're using your hands, you can actually feel any of the areas that might need a little bit more oil. I do this on my cast iron skillets as well. It's actually my preferred method for applying the oil. So if any of you out there have a griddle and you're like, man, I've let it go too far, I really think you could be successful with the methods that I've demonstrated here today. And one of the things I'm really big on is use what you have. I knew I needed to get that surface rust off of this griddle, and I could not find any steel wool. So just lightly sanded and brought that rust off. You can use, you know, grapeseed oil. Some people use Crisco. Any kind of oil really that you want to use. Give it a try and just see what works best for you. I don't know how this flaxseed is going to work out, this flaxseed oil. We've let that soak on there for about 20 minutes. It soaked up a lot of it. There's still quite a bit extra. I just turned the burners on. When this starts smoking, I'm going to turn the burners off and then wipe it down to reapply any excess where the burners burn off some of the oil. And then we'll let that sit again. We'll let it cool all the way down. Then we'll work that oil back in. Just what's on here, we'll just see how it goes, but I probably won't need to add any more for this, this season session. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. I guess that only means one thing. Let's cook some food, why don't we? We're gonna do some cabbage, some chicken, squash, zucchini, some onions, a little peppers. We're gonna use our olive oil here. Get the grease going. The griddle's hot. Let's see how she does. Griddle's good and hot. We got some grease on there. Get the chicken going. Cabbage takes a little while too. So go ahead and get that on there. I like to add a little bit of water for the cabbage, get a little steam going. I think it helps to soften it up quicker. I think we got a good sear on the chicken. Woo! Ain't that pretty? If you all aren't cooking on a griddle, you're really missing out. And if you have one or a family member has one, looks like it's too far gone, well, we proved we can restore them, can't we? I'm gonna add some more oil over here. I wish I could share this smell with you all. Boy. I really need a bigger bowl, but I want to try to steam some of this cabbage some more. The veggies are just about done, so I'm going to start slicing this chicken up. And then we have a little shrimp we're going to add on at the end. Got our chicken sliced up. About to start mixing it all together, and then we'll add some shrimp here at the end. If that doesn't look good to you, something's wrong with you. I don't know. All right, added the shrimp. We're gonna give these probably a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing it up, and this meal is done. All right, we mixed in the shrimp. I just turned the burners off. This is ready. Very excited and happy about bringing back the cast iron griddle. If you all enjoy this type of content, please give us a like and subscribe. We sure appreciate it. We'll catch y'all next time.